vital, now in a brand new pack.
Expresso's just outside Stellenbosch with Andrea Duplessis. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and with a low GI ingredient, you may even indulge your sweet tooth.
Now, Andrea has been inspired to help us replace a lot of those craving foods that take us down the wrong path with healthier options that are just as enjoyable. Today, I'm guessing we're focusing on the sweet tooth.
Definitely. You know, so many people love sweet snacks throughout the day. I'm one of them.
I can see you definitely have a sweet tooth. I can see how you've been picking at all of our ingredients here. We've got a lovely array of very healthy looking foods to throw together. What are we cooking with today?
Well, we're going to do a sweet breakfast treat. I've looked at some research showing that if we have something sweet for breakfast but low GI, that it reduces our cravings for sweet things later in the day.
Okay.
And this recipe was sent to me by one of our Expresso viewers, Wilken from PE.
Thank you, Wilna. I really do appreciate the suggestion. It looks delicious. Let's get stuck in. It looks like we've got quite a bit to do. I hope you're going to trust me with a roll myself.
Well, you're going to get stuck into peeling those apples now. For this recipe, we need 4 small or 2 large apples, peeled and sliced. And removing the peel seems like we're throwing away some of the fibre, but on the outside of an apple we've got the insoluble hard fibres that sometimes irritate the digestive system, especially for people with irritable bowel syndrome or spastic colon.
And of course we don't have to worry about the oxidizing or the the way the apple goes brown, because we are of course going to be cooking it.
We are going to be cooking it, but with a bit of lemon juice, but just to get that nice flavour. We're also going to add some raisins, cinnamon, and that's a lovely mixture for stewed apples. So while you're slicing the apples, I'm going to just slice open this lemon and squeeze the juice into our pot, but through a sieve to catch the pips. You know what, this is where I can do with a bit of your muscle power.
Well, I know the reward that is coming, so I'm glad to help.
Okay, so if you can add the apple into this pot.
Sure.
And then we'll also add the raisins, a clove and cinnamon. And that's going to stew for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to cool it down.
It almost feels like we're making glühwein or something. You can already smell the wonderful spices coming through. I think it's going to be amazing once it's stewed through.
So for this recipe, we need to whisk up a few egg whites. So I'm going to whisk the egg whites and then fold in the stewed apple, and that's going to be the base of this sweet breakfast treat with a crust of muesli over. So what I'm going to do now is to fold in the apple into the egg mixture.
Obviously it's vital that you let it cool so it doesn't cook the egg when you add it to it.
That's right.
I see you really are folding the stewed fruit into it. You're not mixing or destroying that consistency at all.
That's really important, just to keep the consistency.
Now I notice we haven't added any additional sugar at all.
That's right. You know, we will add some to the topping, but a small amount. With the apple, we didn't need to add any sugar because we've got the raisins. And I think that's the right consistency. So this goes into an oven-proof dish, very carefully. So you just smooth it like that. And on top of this, we're going to sprinkle the muesli crust.
Breakfast is the first meal of the day, so you need to have an energy boost. You don't want something that's going to give you a crash halfway through the morning.
Well, low GI foods are so important to help keep our blood sugar levels stable. And this recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of brown sugar to be added into the muesli mixture. I'm only going to add in half. This is mixed up and then basically sprinkled over the apple mixture. Well, this actually looks good to me already, but it needs to bake in the oven for about 10 minutes at 180 degrees. You know, this is like an interesting apple meringue treat for breakfast. The other thing is, you see that there is honey that you can serve it with. I don't know if you want to add some honey and some Bulgarian yogurt.
I think I'm going to try it first without the honey. I will have some of the fat-free Bulgarian yogurt though. Wilna, Wilken, you are a genius. That was absolutely delicious. I think you better have a taste.
Well, apple pie is my favourite dessert.
Well, if I can stop chewing for 5 seconds, I think this gets 2 thumbs up. It's healthy, it's got a wonderful low GI component to it, it tastes fantastic, and it's I think something for the sweet tooth.
It is, and a healthy excuse to have dessert for breakfast.
100%. Okay, we can fight over the last of this.
Okay, this is fine.
Delicious! Find the complete recipe on Expresso's website and also like the page Andrea Duplessis Vital Expert on Facebook. And share your favorite recipes and healthy cooking tips.
Vital, now in a brand new pack.